And welcome to the postgame show here at Bank of America Stadium. I'm the Coach Dick Cox. My special guest host today is Coach Larry Phillips. Well, Coach, your first chance at NFL football today. What's your thoughts?
I tell you, the Panthers had to bounce back strong from last week's tough loss, and they did exactly what they need to do. Come out and played strong.
Again, this is a team right here, Tampa Bay, that, people say, oh, it's only Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has won some good games this year. They've improved. I think they finished the year 6-10, but they've had some moments this year where they have been a good team, and they're a team that's building for the future and have got a chance in the future to be pretty good.
I think so, too. They've got a lot of young players, and they're going to be a better team, like you said, and they've had some good wins this year, like you said also. So the Panthers had to come in and play today. It was not going to be something they were just going to do easily.
Panthers got off to kind of a rusty start. That when we got here, we had a play, I think a touchdown pass that was dropped, not called after they reviewed it there, and then Cam gets sacked 2 straight times. They had a couple of turnovers today by guys not used to playing. That Burson, I think, had a fumble. Brown had a fumble right there, though. But they proved that when they needed to move the ball, again, Cam Newton sharp today and also probably improved or helped his credentials towards MVP.
Sure. I mean, today, as the game wore on, he just seemed to get sharper and sharper. His passes were right in the hands or the numbers of the receivers, and they were catching the ball. The Panthers showed some mettle today, some steel.
Final score today, 38-10. Panthers win. They finish the year 15-1. They will have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Have to wait and see what happens right now. The scary thing is that the team that they could possibly play second round is a team that's been the Super Bowl the last 2 years. That ended their season last year in Seattle. Seattle just went into Arizona today and blew them flat out of the water right there, though. So the Panthers possibly could play Seattle, possibly Green Bay, possibly Minnesota as their first-round opponent, but it will be here at the Bank.
That's a huge difference. I mean, it's still a ball game either way you look at it. Some teams love to go on the road and try to win that game, but that's huge to win that home field advantage, and I think the Panthers are going to be up for the challenge, but it's a whole new level. It's a whole new ball game when the playoffs start, and I believe the Panthers will be up for it.
A lot of people, and I'd wondered about this too, question, did the Panthers peak too early? Well, they came back out today and put their foot on the gas pedal. Do you think that question was answered?
I think they answered that question very strongly.
Okay. Again, we were hoping to get out of this game again. It worked out as soon as the Panthers seemed to have this good. They got Cam Newton out of the ball game. Luke Kuechly had a shoulder injury in the first half, went back in the game and played, but they got him out and got some other players out, though. I don't know if they got Charles Tillman out in time, though. He left the game with a knee injury, did not return.
Yeah, we're certainly hoping for the best for Tillman, of course, in that situation. But like you said, they got the other players out in time. Let's hope and pray the best for Tillman that he's going to be well.
This is kind of interesting, though. We saw these guys from day one, and that's the kind of fun thing living in Spartanburg, that we saw the first practice of the year and all. Never in my wildest dreams that I think I would be standing here on this cold day, which is actually cold again now since we had our summer Christmas there, that these guys would be 15-1 right now.
It's awesome, isn't it? I mean, it's what every team hopes for when you go into that preseason camp. It's what every team dreams for, works for. The Panthers are blessed. They've done a great job, and all of the Carolinas are terribly excited about these Panthers.
And the thing that's amazing too with this is they were 14-0. They finally lost the game, and everybody wrote them off. I mean, one loss. You'd won 18 games in a row during the regular season, though. But after one loss, everybody was ready to write them off, saying the season's over. The world's coming to an end, though. But every goal they set at the beginning of the year is still reachable.
Oh, absolutely. And there's a lot of talent on every team in the NFL, so to think that you're automatically going to win a game's wrong, and the players didn't do that. Got to give Atlanta credit. They played a great game. They earned that win, but the Panthers just turn the page, come to the next game or prepare for it, and take care of business, and they're solid.
You're a coach, I'm a coach. People don't realize you're going to have a bad game. You can't go out there 18 weeks in a row and play at the top of your game. I'm surprised it didn't come earlier in the season. Maybe they had some earlier in the year that they were able to overcome, though. But it's hard to play 18 straight games, 18 straight wins, and not have a bad football game. And again, they had their chances to win that game in Atlanta, just came up a little bit short.
Sure. I mean, looking back on that game, you see Julio Jones make a tremendous play, jump just a little bit higher than Kuechly. Kuechly was there on defense, but Atlanta earned that game. Let's just give them the credit. They earned the game, but I'm with you. The Panthers just turned the page, went back to work, and took care of business today. And that shows a lot of leadership and strength and character on this ball team.
A little extra interest in the game today was a Spartanburg player in resident playing in the game today, Adam Humphries, who was a free agent signing. He was not drafted, signed with this team, and at the beginning of the year made the roster. Then they put him back on the practice squad, had an injuries, and then he came back, and then until today had caught a pass in 9 straight games. But it was good to see him. Like I said, I've known his dad since high school and before. His mom and I were PE teachers in District 6 together. I've known his grandmother and his late grandfather ever since I was back in middle school and high school, and was actually deacon for his grandmother, Frankie Humphries, there, though. So, and she and my mother-in-law are best friends there. So it was good to see him. I hate that he didn't come up with a catch or touchdown today, but Jameis Winston had a lot of good things to say about him and the kind of attitude. You actually coached against him in middle school.
Yeah, Adam's going to be a good one. He's going to be a good one. And I think the Buccaneers are smart to give him this shot, because Adam's going to work, he's going to grind, he's going to put in the study. He's going to be an impact player for a ball team. Maybe it'll be the Buccaneers, maybe it'll be someone else, but I think Lovie Smith and Tampa Bay are smart to have him on this roster.
Again, like what Jameis Winston comments made about him too was that this guy's a winner, that we wish we had more guys on our team like him that came and played with a chip on their shoulder, that played to win and did the things. And again, Adam has been brought up the right way. Hopefully Tampa Bay will re-sign him. I don't know, and he said he didn't even know at this point what his status was with his contract. Only his agent knows that, though. But he has represented Dorman High School, I have to say it, Clemson University, and the city of Spartanburg well this year for Tampa Bay.
Oh, absolutely. We're pulling for Adam and just got full confidence in him. He's going to put the work in, and he's going to help a ball team. Maybe it'll be Tampa Bay.
All right, now the regular season's over. The Panthers, again, finished with a 15-1 record, and they will be waiting now. They've got 2 weeks off. Hopefully they'll have a chance to get some of these players healthy. Jonathan Stewart did not play today. He's had several weeks off to get him healthy. But, what do you think of Artemis Payne coming in and playing in his place there?
I tell you, I like that young man. I told you earlier I went to some of the preseason practices in Spartanburg, and I liked him then. I didn't know him when I first saw him, but I said, that kid's shifty, he's quick, he's strong when he comes out of cuts. I think he did a good job. The Tolbert is the bowling ball, and Payne is the shifty one that's hard to get a hold of. They both did a good job today.
Ron Rivera kind of compared him, said he's like a combination of D'Angelo, and he wears D'Angelo Williams, old number 34, and Jonathan Stewart, that he can run with power and he can make the quick cut. But again, that's good to see. I know the Panthers were anxious to see, what he could do, being given his opportunity right now, and I think he has proven now that they do have the depth at running back.
Yes. Valuable, so valuable to have, in a day and age when somebody can get hurt on one single play, and they've got some good ones. And got Stewart coming back healthy, so that's a super good position to be in. Also
had a chance to rest several other players. Coleman, their safety, did not play today, did not dress. I think they had a couple of other players that did not, though. So again, hopefully this team will be rested, healthy, and again, they have now won 11 games at home this year and can hopefully keep that streak going, knowing that they do not have to leave their own house all the way up to the Super Bowl. That's got to be a good feeling.
That's an awesome feeling. I know, as when you talk about Panthers fans and supporters around here, that we're all super excited for this team. They've earned it, and we're going to support them and pull for them all the way.
Well, that's a good feeling to me, because I don't have to travel but ride up I-85 all the way possibly to seeing them make it to the Super Bowl, though. All right, final thoughts on today.
Won a good game, needed to win it, nobody hurt. Well, got the exception of the one cornerback, hoping that's not going to be a serious injury. But got people rested too. Go Panthers.
All righty, that's going to wrap it up here. Again, Panthers finished 15-1 regular season, off to the playoffs now. They tri-peat as a division champions now. Tampa Bay comes in, gives it their best shot, but the 38-10 win goes in the books for the Carolina Panthers. He's Coach Larry Phillips. I'm the Coach Dick Cox. We'll be back with playoff football in 2 weeks from Bank America Stadium. Until then, see you later.